Got to get this off my chest. I've been waiting for the last few days to discuss it. So let's discuss it. Once again, Sebastian Giovinco not selected for the Italian national team. Mr. Ventura, vergogna. Sei un grande ignorante for not including Sebastian Giovinco. You, my friend, should really have a look in the mirror and say to yourself, is there a better dead ball specialist right now in Italy that is better than Sebastian Giovinco? No. You, my friend, taking Montolivo as a bench warmer instead of Sebastian Giovinco is mind-boggling. I'd actually even not include Immobile. Yeah, some of you might think I'm crazy, but I'd leave Immobile at home too. Right now, Sebastian Giovinco is the best player in MLS and will go down as the best player in MLS history. He is scoring dynamic goal after dynamic goal. He is a dead ball specialist. He's in full form, not 2 or 3, 4 games under the belt of many Italian national team players because their season just started. He's got 20 games under his belt, Sebastian Giovinco. He's in tip-top shape. He is a guy that can give you something off the bench for 15 to 20 minutes. But you, Mr. Ventura, you don't value MLS. You think it's a Mickey Mouse league. But Spain can call David Villa. Spain, who to me are a much more well-rounded, more complete squad than yours. But you will not call up Sebastian Giovinco. Why? Because I'm sorry to say, even though I'm a proud Canadian and fierce Italian, you're stubborn. You're stubborn in many ways. It's either your way or the highway. And I know what's best and not you out there. Well, guess what? He's deserved to get a call-up. He's done everything in his power to be called up. Why, oh why, would you not call him at least to be on the bench, to have a 15, 20-minute a spurt of fresh legs, a guy that is hungry, motivated, ready to die for that jersey on your squad? Tell me why. Explain it to me. David Villa gets called up by Spain. Others have been called up for other national teams. Let's not forget, Mr. Ventura, under Prandelli's World Cup team, Costa Rica, a CONCACAF nation, really did the number on them, didn't they? And some of those players came from MLS, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they? So to tell us here in MLS and in Toronto, that Sebastian Giovinco is not a type of player that I can use right now in this time, in this stage, in World Cup qualifying, then you know what? You know absolutely nothing about the player right now that is dominating a league, that is absolutely on fire with set pieces. On fire. You mean to tell me there's someone right now that's better with set pieces? Nobody. Absolutely nobody that can pinpoint with a laser the ball where he wants it right now. And a league like MLS, yes, I will grant you, it's not up there with the Serie A, with Bundesliga, with all the top leagues. But you mean to tell me that a player like this could not help you right now? Do you have an abundance of unbelievable talented players that you can have whoever you want out of a pool of 100, 200, 300 players? You don't. So why wouldn't you call them up? It's mind-boggling, this excuse that we don't value, we don't rate MLS at all. How can you not? What do you mean you can't value or rate MLS at all? Are you afraid maybe by calling him up that he might do well? Maybe get a goal? Maybe set one up? Maybe do something that people aren't expecting him to do? And then you look like a fool even though you called him up, but you should have called him up before? Come on. Let's give your head a shake. It's absolutely mind-boggling how this guy keeps getting shown the door. Time in and time out. What more does he need to do? Tell me. Explain it to me. Does he need to go back to Europe to show that he belongs? Give me a flippin' break. Please. There are players on national teams that play all over the world. We forget the story of Iceland, Mr. Ventura? Do we forget the story of many other nations that have players that play in lower divisions, in teams that are at the bottom of their divisions, that are called up to national teams, that once they get on there, all of a sudden they become an important part? I mean, it's mind-boggling. On top of that, no Jorginho. Wow. But bring me Montolivo. 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 Are you kidding me? And no Balotelli. Here's another guy I feel bad for who's been shown the door and been disrespected for the longest time. A young guy that has paid his time with the so-called antics and the stuff that he's done that some of the players didn't like and maybe some of the coaches. The guy's kept quiet. He's gone to France. He's played well. He's done what he's needed to do. And you don't call him up either? Come on, Mr. Ventura. As much as I don't want to see Italy lose, I hope in some ways, they don't get the result they're looking for. Because it's situations like this that teach you a lesson out there, that think that you know and understand players that are playing in other leagues inside out. I wonder if you've actually ever come here when you've had the time all summer to watch Sebastian Giovinco play. I wonder.